Hey kids, what time is it?
What time is it?
It's community conversation time.
It's community conversations time. That's right. From the beaches of South Florida to the hills of Tennessee. From New York to Hawaii. Tell your friends that Community Conversations is about to inform the next generation with news, without fear, and educate them without opinion.
And a warm South Florida and Costa Rica welcome to all of you.
This 1-hour forum deepens connections, and it provides discussions on a range of topics including social emotional issues, improving relations with law enforcement, post-secondary education, careers, health and wellness, politics and race, inclusion and equality.
Focus on an initiative. Case in point tonight, you all were speaking about gun violence. Since I've been growing up, that's been a thing, especially living here in Florida.
Community Conversations, where it's all about highlighting the talented youth in our communities and the great things that they are doing.
In terms of encouraging women's involvement in civil rights activism.
Community Conversations.
Hello.
Oh!
Hi. Oh my God, where are you guys?
We are coming to you live today from the Elks Lodge in beautiful downtown Delray Beach in what state? State of Florida.
Wow.
Tonight happens to be the St. Patrick's Day parade around the St. Patrick's Day. Well, hey, the parade was last week, and this happened to be St. Patrick's Day. You may wonder why I'm sitting in here. Guess what? Because Rihanna is supposed to be filling in, and Rihanna's late as usual. So guess what? We're stuck. Traffic problems. Traffic problems. That's what she said. And we have such a great show planned for you tonight. And why don't you all take it away?
Well, as Mr. Searon said, we're coming to you from the Delray Beach Elks Lodge, and the place is decked out in your food.
It's decked out all the way in green. You didn't come here in green.
I have a green now.
Wow, I didn't know it was St. Patrick.
Showed up in red. Oh, you don't know about St. Patrick?
What is St. Patrick?
Before the show ends, we'll tell you about St. Patrick. In fact, we have the president standing by, and in a few moments, you'll be hearing about it. Tell you what, why don't we bring it down now? Why don't you come on in? With us here is the president of the incoming president, soon-to-be president of our lodge. Brother President, how are you? Are you going to have to come and look this? Yes. So this young lady is coming to you from all over the world right now, 7 different countries. She's in Costa Rica, and she's asking, what is the Elks Lodge?
The Elks Lodge is a fraternal organization.
Yeah. I can hear you guys.
Social aspect, charitable aspect. We try to be active in the community, give back to the community, and at the same time,
and they've done so much for KOP over the years in this community. Many field trips every year. Actually, we sent 15 to 30 kids to camp. Yes. And this year we're sending another 15 kids. And if you're more, obviously they'll be going to camp. But Elks Lodge has been doing a lot in this community for many years.
Wow.
What was that?
That's impressive.
Now, you're going to be taking office in a few. What's your platform? What do you plan to accomplish during your tenure?
Enhancing members' experience.
Well, you may be hearing some noise in the background. Yes, there's a festivity going on in the background. Next from us, we have
dinner going on. And over here, what's going on in here? The Queen of Hearts tribe.
The Queen of Hearts. Now, tell me about the Queen of Hearts.
So that's what we do. I got my tickets. So if you're picked, if you get it picked, outside, and you go to the board over there, the playing cards and everything. Pick the sealed envelopes. That's the Queen of Hearts. You're going to get checked.
And the thing about it is, the proceeds from the Queen of Hearts go to programs in the community. Right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us, Mr. President. Amelia, are you enlightened now as to what the Elks Lodge is?
I got somewhat of the idea. Again, I was just gonna text. I was gonna say I don't know if it's just on my end, but I can't really hear you guys' conversation.
Okay. All right. Well, guess what? I'll fill you in more about it later on. How about that?
Okay, perfect.
Thank you very much again, Les.
Thank you.
And Brianna has just showed up in her green. Why don't you come on down? And
Wow.
look who's here now. So
Hi.
asking, where is this Brianna? We've been talking about Brianna all evening. What happened? Got stuck in traffic. All right. Well, you said that last time.
Well, should we start from the top?
Well, guess what? It's your show.
So hello and Pura. It is now 5:14, believe it or not, because you guys are in daylight savings. And it took me quite a while to understand kind of what daylight savings was until last time. But as Mr. Ciron and the previous guest kind of explained, we are currently celebrating St. Patrick's Day in the US. An interesting holiday which I really didn't know anything about unless we're talking about money, rainbows, these little men, and good luck charms and the color green.
Good luck charms and color green.
Coming to you from the Delray Beach Elks Lodge, where the place is decked out in green.
Yes, it is stacked out in green, and lots of people down here eating green food, cabbage, green potato, green bananas, and anything green they drink. Green beer, you name it, everything is green. And by the way, the address is 265 Northeast 4th Avenue. If you want to come on down and hang out with us.
Yes. Guys, before we continue with the show, I want to ask you who should be hanging out with us tonight, because if your answer is yes, then you should definitely take a moment to call or text them and let them know the community conversations is on. Actually, in the other room, I have my friends watching. So I can kind of hear my own voice because their camera shot.
All right, you get them ready because later on we're going to bring him back on the show. I want to meet your friends. How about that?
I mean, you guys have already met some of them.
Well, I haven't seen them in a while. That's normal. If I haven't seen you in a while, what do I say? Hello, right?
It's because they don't want to be on camera.
Okay, I'll hear their voice then. How about that?
Continue the show.
I'll see if they improve.
I'll be back later on.
Perfect.
If this is your first time hanging out, over the past few years, you have been brought down to stable, black, a few weeks ago, we were at a meeting we are committed to whether it's about what they're doing on the activity or even in the house solution. I want to highlight the positive things
Okay. From what I can hear, ice cream. I hear the noise, and that's just. I think on the volume like 10.
Right now they're having applause.
Okay. So, I believe you were saying that if this is your first time hanging out with us, over the past few years, we have broadcasted the state's only black-owned golf course in Palm City. Within the penthouse overlooking the Atlantic Ocean in the Dade County city of Surfside. And a few weeks ago, we were at Pompey Park at the Golf event. We are committed to ensuring you have the latest news about you, whether it's from doing great things at school, empathetic field work, or house nutrition. Honestly, no news is bad news. And whatever you want to send us, whatever you want to because we want to highlight the positive things that young people are doing in our community. Because remember, if it is good news, no school, because guess what? I believe Rihanna's speaking, but I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Can you hear me over there? No.
I can't hear you. Okay. You know, here at Community Conversations, we like to take full advantage of remote technology, whether it works in our favor or not. I'm currently in Costa Rica, if you haven't noticed by my background and by my name. And Rihanna is over there at the
Delray Beach. I don't know if you
Okay. We are here to take full advantage of remote technology to engage the next generation with news that will not only inform without fear, but educate without opinion. I believe that is something very, and I would be very important, because we grow up in these news channels where they're just feeding us information gently, but like some information that we, don't really need. And here we are informing you about real life things that matter. And we're giving you a range of topics that we talk about. So we're going to start with a Stanford Texas fun fact.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Amelia?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here now, okay.
All right.
That's what it took. It took me coming back and sitting here for them. I walk away, you see what happens?
I can't hear you guys.
You hear a lot of background noise now, right?
I can barely hear you guys.
Really?
Yes.
Can you hear us now?
Barely.
Barely. Well, that must be on Neil. It has to be Neil.
Don't blame Neil.
Let's blame it on Neil. Let's blame
I
it on
believe
Neil.
that Neil should come on here one day, and he should stand up for himself.
That's what happens when he doesn't come on. Anyway, let's do the best we can. Oh, maybe some Costa Rica.
Okay.
So, can you hear me okay? No?
Okay. Perfect. So here, searching up a St. Patrick's Day fun fact, because honestly, I don't really know what St. Patrick's Day is. But, as Mr. Siron mentioned earlier in the show, today is St. Patrick's Day around the world. And, well, it's March 17th, so I guess yeah, it is St. Patrick's Day for all around the world. I got the reminder on my Google, and my Google is different, and it has a different thing, and I don't understand how I never knew what St. Patrick's Day really was. So anyway, did you know that the city of Chicago has been dyeing its river green every single year since 1962? Like, they actually poured 50 pounds of, obviously same dye into the Chicago River. Green dye in the river? I mean, can you believe it? Because honestly, I would be shocked if I saw the river green. Because that does not make sense to me. But of course, the dye is environmentally friendly, and it only keeps the river green for 4 to 5 hours. When KOP goes Bandcamp this summer, the river will no longer be green. Anyways, I am quite interested to know more about St. Patrick's Day, so I will be bringing you more St. Patrick's Day fun facts throughout the show, because why not? Let's get informed while we're on here, and let's have a good time. So, did you guys know that Florida has a python problem? Because I apparently didn't really know you guys had a python problem. I thought it was more of a gator problem or something similar to them. But anyways, it's apparently been getting worse. So, despite a 20-year effort of slow their roll in the Florida Everglades, the giant snakes are now making their way north and threatening even more of the ecosystem. So according to the Geological Survey, it is not known exactly how large the python population has grown. Honestly, I would be terrified. But it appears the snakes may be traveling in South Florida's canals and leaves. Oh my God. I don't like snakes. I don't like pythons. I would be terrified if I ever did see one. Anyways, Burmese pythons are non-native predators originally from South Asia and are wiping out native species crucial to the health of the Everglades. I mean, it's quite a social issue and quite an environmental issue when globalization, we got the bad end of it. Because it's kind of like a double-edged sword. We get good connections and everything, but then we get predators that, are non-native and they threaten the health of our ecosystems. So, a team of so-called croc docs from the University of Florida is using drones and tags to track snakes, which wow, the courage to go up to a snake and grab it and tag it and then leave? No, not for me. I could do that with a turtle? Easy. With a snake? No. Anyways, USGS says the pythons have not threatened humans and, in fact, have attracted a few predators of their own, as other snakes and alligators have caught their willy ways. I don't like that. I'm glad I'm here in Costa Rica. It's quite windy over here. If you guys want to come, my house is open. If you guys ever find a snake, please don't send me a picture because I don't want to see a snake. But anyways, I think it's time for another St. Patrick's Day fun fact. So, did you know that the four-leaf clover is meant to represent hope, faith, love, and luck? Well, the odds of finding a four-leaf clover is about 1 in every million. So I guess it's pretty important to go and search around in St. Patrick's Day and look for a four-leaf clover to find hope, faith, love, and luck. Now I get why it's called the lucky clover. Anyways, a hot debate in Illinois over chicken wings. Like, seriously, chicken wings? Yeah, I'm being serious. So, Chicago native Eamon Hallam, I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name, has filed a class action lawsuit. Oh my God. He has filed a class action lawsuit against Buffalo Wild Wings, accusing the restaurant chain of falsely advertising its boneless wings as the real deal when they were actually just chicken nuggets. I mean, I wouldn't like that. Honestly, going to the restaurant, sitting there, wanting some boneless chicken wings, getting, the cravings, and then getting a chicken nugget. Nah. Plus, you guys know how chicken nuggets are made? It's cruel. It's horrible. Like, no. Honestly, I remember I had the science project, and we had to look at all these videos of how food was made, and it traumatized me. I can't look at a chicken nugget the same way, but I still like to eat chicken nuggets. Anyways, Halim's complaint says that the company used fake and deceptive marketing to con customers into thinking that they are offering deboned chicken wings made of chicken wing meat when they were actually getting slices of chicken breast, deep fried to look like chicken wings. I don't know a lot about chicken wings. I don't usually eat chicken wings, but I can guess it has different textures and flavors and whatnot. And, I want to know how he knew they weren't deboned. Which it says here that he knew they weren't deboned chicken wings when he would have ordered something else and therefore has suffered a financial injury. So, the debate over what constitutes a boneless chicken wing has been a sticky one for years. Honestly, I would just imagine they pluck out the bone, and that's it. I, again, know nothing about chicken wings, but, I do know that in 2020, a Nebraskan man went viral for demanding his city council strip the term boneless wings from restaurant menus. And now, let's go ahead and give you another St. Patrick's Day fact, because I feel like this is a one-sided conversation, guys. But I can't hear you. I can't hear anything. I can hear, but not you. Okay. Did you know that St. Patrick's Day was originally blue? What? Isn't it because of the green, the leaves, the clover? Well, yeah. I would have said, no way, it's always been green. But actually, during the Irish Rebellion in 1798, an uprising against British rule in Ireland, Irish soldiers wore full green uniforms on March 17th to make a political statement. And as a result from that, the shift from blue to green happened. Some might say that this is where the phrase, the Emerald Isle, came from. Like the jokes? Yep. Love the dad jokes. Love him. Anyways. Did you also know that St. Patrick's Day used a shamrock to teach the pagans about the Holy Trinity? Well, The shamrock is now the official flower of Ireland, and it is associated with St. Patrick's. And by the way, the harp, if you did not know, is the official symbol of Ireland. So if you're ever thinking of going to Ireland, you know, keep those things in mind. Keep the history in mind. Because, I mean, you never know when a social studies teacher will want to ask you what is the national symbol of Ireland. And you'll say, I remember it from KOP. Definitely. But anyway, if we can hear Mr. Steven, which I currently can.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you very well, like barely.
Okay.
This is Mr. John and Mr. Steron's time. So I'm going to see if Mr. John is on. Can we go to Mr. John and Mr. Steron's with trending now? And we're skipping it. Love that. Guys, I hope you really like my monologue because I don't really like just talking to myself. Anyways, if anybody from backstage wants to come on, please do. Okay. Can we say the birthday shout out video? Because I imagine there's a lot of birthdays, as usual. So, we would like to wish a big birthday shout out to Emmanuel Gaises and Andrea Bruton. So, wait. I'm gonna play for you Las Mañanitas, which is what my dad used to always do on my birthday when I was younger. And it's honestly the best. Look. I'm just gonna play a little bit. Wait. Entonces, oh my god, I forgot. I started speaking Spanish. Anyway, it basically says, these are the morning. This is the morning. This is what King David sang. It's today, the day of the saint, and we sing it all to you. So it says, darling, wake up, and then it starts saying how the flowers will blossom when it's your birthday. And I find it pretty sweet, honestly. So, happy birthday, guys. From all your friends here.
Happy birthday to you, too.
Oh my God, hi.
Guess what? Where there's a will, there's got to be a way, whatever you say. Neil, guess what? We stepped outside the lodge, and now Rihanna and I are outside. And like I said, when we promise folks that we're going to come through, we come through. All right, we're going to have the show regardless. So Mr. John is up in Ohio right now I think he's in Columbus for the NCAA tournament, and he sent some photos. In fact, he wanted to be with us today, but there we go. So John is not here. We had two guests scheduled for tonight. We had Councilwoman-elect, Commissioner-elect Angela Burns, who will be joining us, and I'm not sure she's with us as yet. And we also have a former actress who's also with us. And I think we should go ahead with, we can still go ahead with the show regardless. Okay, so we're going to do the show from outside. That's the joy about what we do. We when we're committed, when we're dedicated,
I'm glad to have you guys. It's no longer me monologue.
We're We will come to you. I'm on. Yes, she says she's on. Great. We will come to you from a horse stable if that's what it means. Because when we're, yes, we will. Rihanna said, "You be by yourself." I'm telling you, we will. Because when we're committed, nothing stops the game. Either push them over, go around them, go under. That's what it takes to be a journalist.
Exactly.
You get that story. Anyway, anywho, anyhow, why don't you go get my guest? Bring her out. So as we were saying, no, Angela Burns is here, the other lady. We're, as we were saying before, so Amelia, what's been happening in your world? You're 5 o'clock in Costa Rica. This is you just had a great event last week. You got your driver's license now, right?
Yes.
Yes. So how many tickets you've gotten so far?
None.
None.
I've been driving to school.
In America, we get points for hitting people, especially on bicycles.
Yeah, of course. No. You don't get that here.
Oh,
here you have to pray for life when you're behind the wheel, because here people are really wild when driving. Let me tell you that. The amount of times that I've had to like nonstop honk at people, incredible. Incredible. Like walking, like in the middle of the freaking road.
Huh?
And it's like, okay, we have tunnels for that. We have streets where you can specifically walk, where there's an area for you. But no, sure. When I'm at 80, like cruising down the highway, you just decide to go on. Definitely did not scare me at all.
Well, whatever you do, please don't speed. Drive safely, and don't hit a bicyclist. Okay?
Yes.
In America, we get points for doing that. Over there, you may get fined for doing that, right?
Yes.
Get thrown in jail for doing that. So Amelia,
my friends actually are terrified of my driving.
Really?
I don't know why. Because they say I drive with like no fear.
You do?
And you shouldn't drive with fear. But they say that, and then they ask me for a ride.
Now, what side do you drive on? You guys drive on over there, the right or the left? The opposite side.
It goes the same as the U.S. It goes the right.
Oh, okay. Hey, but guess what? This past Sunday, I had the opportunity of attending the annual walk to honor Mr. Zach Strawn, who was among
I think it went out. Is it me?
Beach, and in a few weeks, probably another 90 days, plans are being made to erect a monument in his honor, and as well as the other individuals. It was so cool. Neil said, I went out. No, I'm outside now. We say that. Okay. All right. In the past, like I said, this past Sunday, I had a chance to attend a memorial walk for a gentleman here in town, Alfred Zach Strawn, who is responsible for integrating a lot of institutions here in town. He and a few other men, they integrated the beach, and plans are underway to build a monument in his honor. And we went ahead, Rihanna, Neil, Denia, and all you guys are listening, all you KOP fans, all you 4,000 KOP.
Oh. While Mr. Ciron gets back to us, let's talk a little bit about the college graduate part.
This.
Can we maybe post the banner?
Yes, $100. Go ahead and send your money. No amount is too small. So if you have a nickel, you have a dime, you have $50, you have $100, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah.
They're going to over $7,000 to do this plaque. But we pledge $100 to start. Yes.
I know your message is important, but I'm afraid to tell you that you're cutting out.
I'm cutting in and out again?
Yeah.
This has got to be Neil. This has got to be Neil. I was
I
inside.
think Neil should get on here and Neil should defend himself.
Well, until Neil gets on, he can't defend himself. How is this? Is this better?
Well, yeah.
A little better?
Yeah. You haven't frozen.
I'm frozen. Well, tell you what, this is what we're gonna do. In all fairness to our guests tonight, we're not gonna put them through this. We're gonna make sure we have them back in the studios next week. And Commissioner-elect Burns, thank you very much for being on with us tonight. I give you credit for that. And next week you can be in our studio. And in fact, Denia Strong says she'll have a special surprise for Commissioner-elect Burns next week. Good. All right. So we'll hear from the Commissioner-elect in the studio next week. And I'll just give all you fans out there a peek. Miss Hollywood, I'm sorry, not Hollywood. Miss Broadway is with us tonight. There goes the rabble rousers in the back. There goes the rabble rousers, kissing and hugging. Love you too. Love you too. St. Patty. I mean, whiskey, tonic, you name it. Whatever they were drinking anyway, it's working. It's having its effect. But here's Miss Hollywood is with us tonight. A little bit. That's all right. Miss Broadway. Miss Broadway is with us. Patti LaBelle is in the house. And I'm just going to give you guys a peek. She's going to be with us again next week. So make sure you're looking. There she is. Peek, Patti. Anyway, she, in all fairness, we can't have her on this the way things are going tonight. So would it be okay for us to come back next week? Yes. She said she's going to be back next week. So Rihanna, make sure you tell all your friends listening that Patti LaBelle will be with us next week. Patti Patrice Durden LaBelle will be with us next week. Yes, ma'am. So all you people, she said, I have 500 people out there because you told 500 people you're going to be on. Don't mean they're listening. You mean you got that kind of following on your Facebook? All right. That's all right. Hey, make sure you like on your page. You like her hair?
That is great.
Perfect.
Tell me about tonight. What's going on here tonight?
Well, they're having a St. Patty's Day party.
St. Patty's Day party.
Yeah, and lots of good food and lots of friends.
And you had a good time in here?
And lots of drinks.
This young lady, she's in Costa Rica. And she never heard of St. Patty's Day.
What?
Yes. Costa
Hi.
Pull it up online, girl.
So, are you a member of the lodge?
Yes,
Okay.
have been for a long time.
For a long time. What about you?
She's my
Your guest.
guest.
Okay. And what do you think of the lodge?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. What is the lodge really?
The Elks, they donate a lot of funds to a lot of different communities and
organizations.
and societies and organizations and children. And yeah, it's good. So we do that.
Okay. Well, thank you
Okay.
for all you do in the community.
Thank you.
Take care now. Have a good one. So, as I was saying, Rihanna, we are, thanks to Neil, we had a very...
Rihanna who?
Amelia, Rihanna, y'all are still the same, just a different zip codes. Come on now. Denia, I could have called you Neil.
Now I need Neil to come on here.
I could have said Alex.
No, because you would have never confused me with Alex, because whenever you say Alex, you immediately say my name.
Okay, Alex and Amelia. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, Amelia, what else do we have in line tonight? Since Commissioner Burns will be joining us next week, and Patti Patrice Durden LaBelle will be with us as well next week. What else happening in the world? If you're joining us for the first time tonight, make sure you tell your friends to tune into Community Conversations. And what else?
It's not always like this.
Help me with my script, lady. Come on now. You got to learn to ad-lib. Come on.
Yes.
Love it tonight.
Guys,
y'all
I just want to give a huge thank you to all the adults behind this, the parents, the grandparents, educators, and responsible community servants who every Friday night hang out with us to share ideas and instill value in us, the leaders of tomorrow. We hear from you in the streets, we get your texts, emails, and we value your feedback. So, we just want to say thank you because you are indeed contributing to your community as our mentors. Anyways, guys,
you know, a warm shout out to our team of mentors. You have Miss Suzette Franklin, who's down here feeding her face. You have Miss Kitty London, who is in Hollywood making it big right now. Mr. James T. Thomas, Mr. Dion Jefferson, who's looking at me like, what are you doing outside? You should be inside. But duh, they can't hear me on the inside. So I had to improvise. Miss Jessica Witt, under the weather. Mr. This man has done a tremendous job in changing the minds of people like Rihanna. Rihanna was on fire this past week at Dion in our practice session. She had us on our toes. Finally. Yeah. It's about time. What are you gonna say about that? You heard what she said? She said she wants your job, Amelia. She said, I want Amelia's job. Miss Jessica Weir, Miss Priscilla M. Willingham, Mr. Ted White himself, Mr. Rowe. Good Lord, how many mentors you all have and still see no impact, no effect? Holy cow. We thank you for investing your time in us. And guess what? They claim they do not take it for granted. Show me, don't tell me. Anyway, we're coming to you from the Elks Lodge in Delray Beach. If you're hanging out in the area, why don't you have time? And if you have time, come on, stick your head in. The address is 265, you see behind me, 265 Northeast 4th Avenue in Delray Beach. Come on down. They have free burgers, free hot dog, free green, free green hot dogs. And Miss Patty LaBelle says she wanted to just wave and say,
all my family and friends, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, but please tune in on next week in regards to the production that I have for April the 8th here in Delray Beach, Florida. And I thank you, Mr. Seaborn, for this opportunity. And I will meet you back here. Same time,
no, not here. Not
same
here.
Time,
same
time, different place
there you go.
on next week. Thank you.
All right, Miss Hollywood, look at you all dressed for the occasion today. Oh, okay, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. Anyway, come on down there. Green hot dogs. Amelia, have you ever seen green hot dogs?
No, only in Dr. Seuss's Green Eggs and Ham, I believe.
Yes, green hot dogs, green hamburgers. Rihanna said green tea. Yes, I've seen green tea before. Anyway. So what else do you have for us, Amelia?
Yes. So several of you guys have been sending us videos that you felt are funny. And sometimes some of them are actually hilarious.
Here in this area since 2006, the partners have more than 75 years experience combined. Yes, in construction industry. And guess what? They have been a contractor for more than 30 years.
Indeed, Mr. Ciron, you're cutting out yet again.
That's all right. You just cut out too.
So I'll say it again.
Birds of a feather, Amelia. Birds of a feather.
This segment is brought to you by Stewart and Shelby Development, which has been providing quality construction services for private clients, businesses, and various nonprofit agencies throughout Palm Beach County since 2006. I mean, it's almost as old as I am. The partners have more than 75 years experience combined in the construction industry and have been major contributor to the development and contracting industry in South Florida for 30 years. Like I was saying before, several of you guys have been sending us videos that you felt are funny. And honestly, like full honesty, I laugh at everything. So I believe they're all really funny. But the true test comes with Mr. Ciron. See, if you come across a video that you think will get a laugh from Mr. Ciron, I mean, send it to us. Just send it at 561-665-0151. Again, 561-665-0151. And you know what? You might just win a $50 gas card courtesy of John Peters State Farm Insurance.
And you know, just to add to that, we have about $700 in gas cards right now waiting because no one has impressed me so far with a video, and it'll keep it'll keep with your gas card. You gotta have a car first. You can't get a gas card without a car. Come on, girl. So Rihanna's asking, "Where's my gas card?"
I mean, guys, that's a challenge. I would take that challenge and go straight for it. Honestly,
Well,
if you also want to send it to me, you can send it to me
uh,
because I'll laugh at anything.
car. You can't. This won't be of any value to you. But anyway, hello, friends. As you know, hey, Rihanna, listen to this. As you know, we have been asking folks for their old and discarded music equipment for more than a year now. And Rihanna last week had the nerve to say to us, Mr. Ceron, this is boring. This is dry. You guys been begging. When are you going to stop begging for these old equipment? Anyway, somehow a gentleman heard this J Sharp band and they called and said, we have your equipment. So thanks to J Sharp band, we now have a full drum set and we are in business. Now,
Wow. So what I can hear, this person, I couldn't really hear the name, but they sent in instruments and they brought what seems to be a whole drum set.
Yes, we do.
Mr. G Sharp. Wow.
G Sharp
honestly,
band.
thank
And
you
he is
because we
making
have
sure
honestly
local kids
been.
have a chance to stay up. J Sharp, G Sharp, what did I say?
Anyways, Mr. Ceron keeps on cutting out. Guys, thank you so much to Mr. G Sharp because this is something that we've been asking for.
Yes,
for the longest time. As well as people getting on the show. I mean, what is with that? Guys, it's like we don't bite. Why wouldn't you want to join us? Like, give me one good reason, because I can think of 1,000 reasons why you should. Honestly, you should definitely join us.
Well, guess what? Rihanna is going to be our Gina these days because Rihanna, now that we have the band out of the way, we need transportation because the 15-passenger van that we got from the Delray Police Department maybe about 22 years ago, it's like when it rains, they call it chitta chitta bang bang. So exactly. So when it rains, we better off be outside. But anyway, why don't you, whatever you got to do, work your magic. So who knows? We might get one of those merch fans.
Hey, I'm sorry. Mr. Ceron seems to be cutting out, and we seem to be having two different wavelengths of conversations. It's honestly, it's funny to me because it sounds like my ADHD brain when I'm trying to focus on one thing, and then these like intrusive thoughts start coming in, and I don't know what to do.
And you know what, Amelia? We have a full house here who are watching us right now, and they're hearing everything we're saying, and they're like, who's that talking? What is she saying? So they're thinking the same thing you're thinking.
Wow.
But anyway, guess what?
Yes.
We have Alyssa here with us, and Alyssa just got back from Washington, D.C. Why don't you come on down here, Miss Safety Patrol? There she go. So how was Washington, D.C.?
Washington was pretty good.
Washington, did you see the president?
No.
Okay, you saw the vice president?
No. We visited many different places, but we didn't see any official leaders.
You sure you went to Washington or Washington? You sure?
I went
you
to
left Palm Beach County?
Yes.
What do you have to show that you went to Washington?
I have different souvenirs at my house, but we visited monuments. We visited the Washington Monument. We actually visited the White House. But
the White House and he wasn't there. So why'd you all pick a day when he wasn't?
We went to the White House, but you're not allowed to go in it. There's a gate around it, and you're just allowed to go on the outside.
Oh, so you passed by the White House then?
Wow.
We went on the White House, but we didn't actually go in it, because it's the house of the president, so you're not allowed to go in it.
You're not allowed to go. We elected the president, and we're not allowed to go see the president.
See, that's unfair.
Because there's a lot of.
That's all right. Who cares anyway? Guess who's coming on the show next week? Two guesses. Our new city commissioner in Delray Beach. Yeah, she just got elected 2 days ago. And she's a teacher, former teacher. And I'm sure she's going to brand herself as the education commissioner. So who cares about the president? Do you have, let me ask you this straight up. Do you have the opportunity to pick up your phone, call the president, and he'll take your call? Yeah, no, yes or no, straight up.
No.
But I can give you the number to this commissioner. I promise you he'll take your call. Which is more important? Who is more important? No, I'm serious. Who's more important? All politics.
So once again, she was so cute. She is so cute, but I mean, I guess Mr. Spoon got out again, guys.
So tell me about Washington. So how many days were you in Washington?
I was up there for 4 days.
4 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Well, I also heard that you have been excelling on. Just recently, you went to the SECME competition. Tell me about it. What was that about?
So the SECME competition, there's multiple different competitions you can go to. I participated in the mousetrap card. So you're basically and how it runs is based off of a mousetrap. And there's other competitions like generator, water bottle rockets, and brain bowl. Like my school actually participated in generator, mousetrap car, water bottle rocket, and brain bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Like and those are my favorite competition. Is the water bottle rocket, because like you get to see it like shoot up in the sky, and like what that was from our school, like it shooted up really high to the sky and actually landed on one of the roofs of the school building.
You actually placed in one of those competitions, right? You placed second in one of those.
None of my schools.
I saw a picture with you and Jayla. Yeah.
So we didn't actually place, but we.
I'm really wanting to listen. It sounds like a good story. And, well, guys, I don't know what to say. But I do know that if you're a student and you would like to polish your communication skills, I believe that Community Conversations is the place for you. Here, you will learn to record, document, and produce material suitable for radio and television from industry professionals. I mean, you can take it from me. You know, you've been hearing me with this monologue for about the past hour. And I have a secret. English is not my first language. It's actually Spanish. And I don't usually speak English. Only when I'm on here, only when I'm doing things with KOP, and I'm polishing my communication skills. So, I learned my breathing techniques. Because I don't know, I would get on and I would start, hyperventilating, and I would be worried that I would start speaking in Spanglish, and then my worst fear never really happened. It never really did, unless I'm, singing La Mañanitas or wishing someone a happy birthday or reading out a name where my Spanish accent is just gonna come out. But that doesn't matter.
Emilia?
Yes.
Neil just texted me and said we have about 4 more minutes before it. So should we?
I am ready it up.
Yeah, well, I'm ready too. Warm South Florida, welcome to all friends joining us on this week's edition of KOP Mentoring Network's
Facebook page or on YouTube. As usual, shout out to our friends in the Bahamas, Belize, Canada, Costa Rica, Jamaica, Japan, St. Vincent, Tobago, and the UK and the US Virgin Islands. please remember to share community conversations on your social media pages. If you miss a show, you can find it on the KLP Mentoring Facebook pages. While you are there, do us a favor and follow KLPMN on Facebook, please.
Perfect. Before I cut out and before I leave, I'm just going to say, here you will learn breathing techniques to overcome your fear of public speaking, all while having fun. So, if you do not know, we are the only youth-run medium for kids, by kids, and about kids. Well, at least in South Florida. And we sure have fun as we learn. Not to mention, Community Conversations is a powerful tool for telling and preserving the local stories about kids. So give us a call at 561-665-0151 or email oh my God. Why is our email so long? Can we put it on the screen? Anyways, you can just call the number, guys.
All right. That'll about
What else? Students, are you considering a career in broadcasting journalism or just want to have fun speaking with people? And you can come on here and speak with me. Our Community Conversations team has a spot for you, so don't be shy. Community Conversations will prepare you for success in the broadcast industry. Learn from industry professionals in a live setting from the comfort of your home. You'll master technical skills required to control equipment, regulate audiovisual quality, and produce programs for radio or television. You can build confidence as you build a portfolio to launch your dream career as a radio or television broadcasting technician. Again, call 561-665-0151. I'm sorry if I'm going way too fast. Anyways, if you guys liked what you saw here tonight and wish to support the extraordinary work that KOP Mentoring Network does in our community, please like us and share your information with your friends on social media. Thank you for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share Community Conversations with all your friends and family. Remember, today is not like all the other podcasts, not like all the other shows. So, every show is a little surprise. So, stay on.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay, that's about it for this week's edition of Community Conversations. Please join us again next week when we will have another dose of news by and about young people are doing both in the community and around the world.
Perfect, guys.
Please remember to tell your friends about Community Conversations. Please like us, share, and let us know your thoughts by commenting. We hope you learned something tonight that will make a significant impact on your life. Young people, there is no greater investment that you can make on a Friday night than being with young-minded people on Community Conversations.
All right. So we're going to go down and say, guess what? There's some people we want to say shout out to. Thank you again for our sponsors for helping us. And if you like what you see, make sure you like us on social media. Thanks for listening. Please rate and all that good stuff. You know what need to do. And guess what? Janet Meeks just showed up.
Okay, guys. Have a great weekend, everyone. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. And maybe
96 years old.
you comment requesting a TikTok. I will
commit. 96-year-old joining us.
Guys, we'll see you back in the studios for Community Conversations next week. Pura vida.
Buena dia. Goodbye.
Pura vida, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in for another amazing rendition of Community Conversations. If you like what you saw tonight, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing with friends, families, and even acquaintances. Be sure to tune back next week for another amazing edition of Community Conversation.